Sorry for the delay in the Call of Duty news of the week, as I'm a bit hungover still from all of these amazing announcements. No, boss, I told you it has nothing to do with the twofers at happy hour. Anyways, let's not waste any time getting into it. In the most recent hashtag BO3 Friday stream, which occurred yesterday, it started off with a retrospective trailer which no doubt made certain YouTubers need a clean change of shorts before the first interview even started, although, if you got any sort of media training, you'd see right through the nostalgia hype. Speaking of nostalgia hype, yet another fucking trailer for the Giant map was released during the stream to drum up excitement about paying for Derisi for the third time. Jason Blundell was being as cryptic with his answers as the Easter eggs in Shadows of Evil, which he did say are going to be more than ever, even though only one person discovers them and then everyone else watches the YouTube video in real time while they're playing the game in order to do the ridiculous steps to figure it out. He also confirmed that the storyline with the original characters will continue, but of course you'll have to pay for that shit with DLC. What does this mean for the characters in Shadows of Evil? Well, nothing, of course. They'll scrap that shit because Treyarch will want you to pay for DLC in order to play as the only characters that anyone gives a shit about. Plus, budget for actors is tight this year after blowing it all on Sledgehammer Games' Zombies DLC. They also did an unboxing of the Juggernog Special Edition, which was only slightly less ambient-inducing than Tina Palacios' Ghost unboxing video. Sorry, as soon as that video plays, I pass out like a drunken sailor. Anyways, besides fucking up their YouTube productions with things like forgetting to set their video as private before editing important things like title and description, they of course overlaid graphics during the times when Blundell was actually trying to show off shit that was inside the box, and they put the fucking box off camera to make it seem as though they're just pulling shit out of their own ass. Anyways, the fridge itself holds 12 cans of Gamma, silly. No, not beer, because nobody over 21 actually gives a shit about zombies, only squeakers do. Open up the fridge and it's like a music box, but for virgin no-lifes who like killing shit that doesn't shoot back, instead of little girls dreaming of things that the patriarchy tells them to. Scott Lowe is actually touting these as super rare collector's items that are sold on a mass market approach to people actually willing to shell out the money for the ridiculousness of a fridge that looks like a fucking Barbie dollhouse. I wonder what this shit will get appraised for on Pawn Stars in the year 2060. There was another hashtag BO3 Friday stream which I didn't cover, which had Mark Lamia and Dan Bunting, who somehow gave even less information than the tight-to-the-chest Blundell about zombies. A loyalty program was announced for people that played one of the last 3 games and somehow managed to actually get to level 10 or 30 or heaven forbid, actually prestige by getting some sweet-ass fucking camos. Really, it's just to show up to people at Treyarch actually have design skills and we won't see every single gun on the battlefield with dicks or depictions of lewd sex acts on it. The devs were asked about skill-based matchmaking and they explained that it won't take skill factor into account for putting together lobbies, but only for balancing teams once a lobby has been formed, which actually contradicts what Activision says on their website. So who the fuck is right? I don't know. It seems weird though that Treyarch does less calculations when putting together a lobby, even though it takes longer to get into a lobby in Black Ops 2 than to heat up a lean cuisine. The other huge announcement from that stream is that Treyarch will be releasing one of their dev tools, much like how Theater Mode came to be, in a brand new game mode called Free Run. It's basically a ripoff of Titanfall's Pilot Combat Simulator, where you go through levels in the manner of Happy Wheels but with less blood and much less fake laughter. Now, if only Activision could have stolen the parkour abilities from Black Ops 3 and put them in the new Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 game, maybe that piece of shit wouldn't have less than a 40% rating on Metacritic. I wonder if you're gonna have ghosts in the game, kind of like in Mario Kart Time Trials. I can't wait to see the #1 player in the world teabagging at the finish line while you're struggling to get over that last hill. Speaking of game modes, there's 11 core game modes that were announced, being TDM, Dom, Uplink, Search and Destroy, Hardpoint Demolition, Mercenary Mosh Pit, CTF, and the brand new game mode Safeguard, aka Spawn Trap Simulator. Vaughn also confirmed Gun Game in an interview as well. This is less than what shipped in Advanced Warfare, but hey, we have no idea how popular some of the playlists were because they didn't put player counts on them. In campaign news, there's a new realistic difficulty where if you shoot once you die, because you know, Call of Duty is the most realistic shooter experience that there is. I don't know what would be worse, this new setting or the veteran campaign at World at War. Watch out for those fucking grenades. Last Gen got some more bad news this week as Beanox, who is the developer that's porting it over to the Last Gen consoles, says that Black Ops 3 on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 will run at 30 FPS, breaking the golden rule of Call of Duty. But hey, it seems to work for Destiny, which has a large fan base, so Activision must be trying to capture some of the magic for Call of Duty. Also announced in the giant trailer that I spoke of earlier, that map and the season pass are not available on last gen either. Does this mean there's no DLC for the Xbox 360 and PS3? I still can't believe, with no campaign, no 18-player lobbies, 30 FPS, no Nuketown, no paint shop, no arena, no esports features, no theater mode, and no stat transfer, Activision has the audacity to still charge $50 for that neutered piece of software. And yet idiots will still purchase it and complain about not getting the patches on time. Finally, Six Flags in Los Angeles has a ride for its Fright Fest, which is based on Shadows of Evil. You can experience what it's like to be part of the game during this special period, although I'm pretty sure the ride will just consist of going in circles for a few minutes and smacking a wall every once in a while. That's gonna do it for the Call of Duty news of the week. I've been the Schwantz27, out like the Toronto Blue Jays. Until next time.